Alright. Usually in the trio bracket, you play against the Great City Shadow. Say that for experience. The Great City Shadow player, they actually join the magical line queues, and they get immediately 3 buys. They wait for people at 3-0 to play against them. Actually, my opponent did not reveal any companion. And while that might seem like a normal thing, it's not really. Ooh, it's a subscriber of the channel, actually. Snow Schwartz. Do you think it's Tron? If it's Tron, should I bottom Unholy Heat? No, I'm gonna still bottom a Channeler. Unholy Heat on top. The mirror. It's the mirror. Rawr. No, che schifo. No. That's not the mirror. It's Boomer Jund? Come on, land. Yes. Oof. So close to die there. So close to die there. Actually, they probably don't play Counterspell. They don't play Companion and Buddha Foothills. I'm gonna pass and kill this and begin combat. Take it seriously. Okay, don't worry. Boomer rest. No, no, it's Boomer John, I tell you. Valky? Snow Schwartz, what are you doing? What are you doing? There's just like a Valky in the same deck. That has never happened in the game. No one has ever done it. Alright, let's find land drops, please. Thank you. I don't think I want Fury here. And bottom style. Play this. Yeah, 3-0 bracket Valky Saga, you're a classic. Cold up here, chat. Very cold. Stomping ground. Okay. They attack me for 2. Do I want to bolt this Valky? I think I will, yes. Give me back that Channeler, please. It's mine. Give it back to me. Give it back to me, please. Nice. Wow, they passed. You just want to make sagas. Reasonable. I'll play Channeler. Pretty funny that I almost barely missed land drop and then I just got mono land. Could have taken a Fury instead of a Steam Vents. But I really wanted to make this play here. Just Channeler plus Charm up. Okay, so they make the Construct, which is a 1-drop, so you can steal it. Sorry, it's a 0-drop, so you can steal it. I think I just want to draw cards now. Because I need to do something. Alright, my graveyard has Delirium. Basically, whenever this deck draws Expressive Iteration, it's so much better because that means that not only is getting the value from iteration, it's also likely to hit delirium with. And again, as you've seen so far, it's not an easy task. To get delirium, I mean. I'm gonna also fetch in response. People play freaking Pitting Needle in the main. Just, yeah. Alright, what you got? They don't make a construct, by the way. Maybe they play Bloodbraid Elf. Solga Lantern. No, my graveyard! Mr. Visions yet. A little bit. Alright, I lost the lyric. My graveyard! Opponent! How dare you? How dare you touch my graveyard? Okay, they go to combat. Take it. I could have like played Archmage Charm before blocks, and if I get a sorcery, I get Delirium and block. But then they can just suck the Lantern. Ooh, another Saga. You pass, huh? Maybe they have cool against command. But I'm gonna draw 2 cards here. It's not that I can do much. This is Delirium. I like it. Draw 2 cards. Potato push. Dead. Wow. This just duplicated itself. I'm gonna go hand bottom exile and I just cast a Regent. Yeah. Hand bottom exile 4 times the charm, right? And I also just yeah, get all the spells. I don't care if I lose Delirium. My opponent has a Solga Lantern. I want to get this out of the Unholy Heat range. I'm actually shocking myself here to have Consider up after they maybe like, yeah, just to remake Delirium at ease. Could have got Counterspell there too, maybe. Grixis Shadow? Yeah, for sure. No, but I think it's not a problem to get Delirium if you play a couple of Serum Visions. That's fine, like, you just have to make choices. Archmage Charm is, of course, like a great card. Like, we've seen it earlier against Summer Time, we won with Charm and Fury, so this is just... Two mana 7/7 flyer is good. It's fine. It's a fine card. Especially John usually doesn't have answers to this. Ragavan dashed. Huh. It looks like Unholy Heat to me. I'm gonna take 3 here. I can't block, I think. Alright. How about 9 life? 9 life is plenty. 9 lives. They have 5 cards, one of which should be Unholy Heat. By the way, my opponent's playing. They might also be bluffing. I'm usually big fish, they always bluff me. And I fall for it. That's a 3rd Saga. I'm curious if my opponent just, instead of like playing Counterspell, would have just have... No, you're killing my Merc. That's overkill. That's what we call overkill. They dealt 12 damage to my cards. My card is very dead. Channeler, put in the graveyard. No, I think I'd like to draw this. I'm delirious again. I can also just go Polluted Delta and have double charm up. I think I like that better. More mana efficient. I'm once again fetching in response to the saga because they might have Pithing Needle, Morning Death Faust. My opponent doesn't play Lurrus, so that means they play usually Endurance, or Liliana, or Grist, or BBE. Oh wow, they float. They don't. Why don't you make contracts? She could play. I guess it's not if the opponent has 3 Archmage Charm. Alright. Yeah, which tutor up this time? Earlier you got Soga Lantern. You got Relic of Progenitus. Va bene. Yeah, Soulgate and the Relic main deck. Okay. Yes, I'm on my LGS. We play Inquisition of Kozilek. I could counter this. Or I also don't. Our opponent sees the copy 2, 3, and 4 of Archmage Charm, after we already cast 1. The exile zone. The game is super open. How am I today? Cold. I'm cold today. I'm very cold. They took a charm, yes, foreseeable. They have a Ragavan and 2 mystery card in hand. Let's see if they crack their relic. Huh. You dash Ragavan. That's fine to me. I'm gonna steal this construct token so that I can just trail with Ragavan if they attack. You can't steal a Ragavan, because at the end of the turn, opponent is gonna get back to hand because they dashed it. And I draw 2 cards. I don't have any Archmage Charm. They have Relic of Progenitus to kill my graveyard, and they probably will do so. Now, one is also a streamer. Wow, I'm not in a good shape this game. Yeah, I have one big regret. On turn 2 or 3, I binned the Fury to get a land, and now I'm flooding. Opponent's gonna eat my graveyard end of turn. It's also their graveyard end of turn. Yeah, that was greedy, I agree. Thank you to Miserable. Appreciate you a lot. Thank you for the support. You're having a lovely day, Miserable. Okay, now they can make this into a 3/3. I guess I can team block it. Finally catching a stream. Yeah, not the best of the streams, but I appreciate your subs regardless. We're currently 3-0. Playing against the Boomerjund. No! Alright, still happy to play Counterspell to trigger my Dragon's Rage Channeler. I don't want to crack the bubble, the Scalding Tarn. Ooh, Murktide Regent. That's a 4/4. I think that's good enough. I think that's good enough. You always learn. Appreciate it. Okay, they have 5 cards in it, one of which is Ragavan. Alright, Ragavan is here. And attack. Goodbye, Chandler. You've served me well, but it's time to go. You know the meme, my job here is done, but you haven't done anything. That's basically... That's okay. So I'm making this into a 4/4 because I think 4/4 is important to dodge bolt. I'm gonna hold the Tarn because I might draw Mishra's Bauble and then you do the bubble fetch thing. This is a long game. My opponent has used 10 minutes of their clock. They have 2 lands on turn 9. I guess 3 of their lands died. 3 of their lands were Urza Saga. Urza. Now I have a 4/4 Merc. Opponent had to... Okay. What's your hand? Ooh, that's a nice... I'm gonna pass, of course. I might randomly get Delirium if I hit a sorcery or an artifact here with this counterspell. Thank you, Ho19 for the raid. Welcome everyone to a new legacy video. That's actually a modern video. But welcome, Ho19. We're playing a super grindy game 1 here. Have we seen anything that explains no lures? We have not seen anything that explains no lures. We've seen a lot of Discord spell. How much is lures on MTGO? I think really. Okay. I like this card. I'm gonna keep it there. Doesn't say much about the game. The game stays the same, but I think it's better than a random card. What do you think about my deck versus 4-color Yorion? I think the version with Blood Moon is slightly better. I think it's a close matchup. You are hoping you draw more iterations, I think. Baki God of Lies. I'm not gonna counter this. I'm gonna hold landing and maybe they play Croxa. Armagoyf? Renantic. I'm gonna counter Renantics because they have Saga in the graveyard. Oh, Mishra's Bauble. This gets me to Delirium. I'm gonna leave this on top to get a little Dragon's Rechanneler value. Counterspell. They have a land on top. Do I want to draw that attack here? Then I'll do what? Trade with Ragavan? Nah, I'm just gonna draw Counterspell and pass. I'm once again being so much patient, but I think it's fine to be patient here. We still have 2 Expressive Iteration, 3 Murktide Regent. No, sorry, only 2 Murktide. I think it's fine to be patient here. When I want now, I'll be able to fetch the Scalding Tarn to make the Channeler a 3/3, and then I'll attack. My opponent has 6 cards in hand. 6 cards is so many. They have now finally drew a land after so much time. It's turn 13 here. Okay, they spent 2 mana. What's this? Another Remnant. Do I want to fetch first? No. There's a land I don't need to fetch. Mishra's Bauble. I think I'm once again. This time I'm banning it. This time I'm banning it because I actually need to start attacking with my channeler, I think. Yeah, it's a 720p stream. Streaming for my laptop, not at my home. If you don't like it, I apologize. I usually don't. But it is. Okay. So this is a Regent. Excellent. We have to put it in the graveyard. No. Okay, now I'm gonna play Regent. Delving. So I need to leave exactly Delirium here. Yeah. So I can just take this 3 instants and leave it exactly Delirium. Okay. This channeler becomes a 7/7. I think I'm attacking with both, yes. It might be risky, maybe, if they have like an Assassin's Trophy here. Both Assassin's Trophy kill me. So maybe I should just be patient once again and just attack with the channeler. They might also go like Bolt End of Turn Bloodbraid Elf. And I die that way. So, again, they don't play lures. Okay, they go to 10, so this is both lethal. They could have lures in the main deck, that's a good point. They need to attack just to gain some life. Have me with both. Interesting. I'll play around Lightning Bolt by blocking like this. But a Lightning Bolt doesn't kill any of my Murktide Regent. Let's see, what do they do? Let's see if they explode. Nice. This was a strange game. My opponent had the 3 Urza Saga. They made very few constructs out of them. And it's turn 14, they had 3 lands. Really unusual game. Really unusual game. Okay. So playing against, I believe it's like Jund Saga, then like the fact that they don't have lures, I don't think it's a big deal. So I'm for sure bringing this in. Yeah, they really needed the Rens that I countered, for sure. I think I'm gonna try Blood Moon over Charms. Do I want to keep the Furies? I'm gonna keep Fury. I think I take out more Counterspells. Explosive is important, so it's dressed down, kills both Saga and Tarmogoyf, although I haven't seen any Tarmogoyf. And yeah, I'm happy with the Blood Moon in this match. I can bring in relics as well, maybe, but I didn't see lures. And as I said, I don't love relics. I sideboarded in against Jund Saga with lures and Grixis Shadow, but I think this is a typical deck, and I think I'm gonna keep the relics in the side. Jace seems decent on the draw. I disagree. I think Jace Demon Sculptor isn't good against the deck with Lightning Bolt and Unholy Heat. Because you're playing your 4-mana Planeswalker, you are doing what? You tick up because you play around Bolt and you get Heat. So you brainstorm and it just dies to Bolt. You can't do that exchange anymore. I think Jace is good, but not against the decks with Unholy Heat. Any mulligan tips for the deck? Miserable. If you have a Channel Fireball Pro, I suggest you to keep an eye out because I wrote a deep dive article that's gonna be posted, I believe, next week about this deck. Quickly, the tips of the deck are that the mulligan's decision with this deck are very broad. You really just keep any hand from 1 to 4 lands. I would suggest not to keep any 5-landers ever. But 1-landers, you can definitely keep them, especially if you're paired with a couple of like Channeler, Bauble, or Consider. You don't play Serum Visions here, but that also helps your decisions. And you play only 18 lands, so you really just keep low land count and then just dig for them with cantrip. No Spell Pierce. You want the sideboard? The guy posted. So if you check right now, CFB Pro, they have a cyber guide, of course. I've made many articles of the cyber guide. So, I mean, the cards are almost the same, so you can understand a little bit. One changes that I would say is that I used to be cutting Ragavan against Hammer Time, now I don't cut it anymore. So that's one thing that changed since like last month, for example. So Spell Pierce against Ren, that's a good question. I don't think so because we have Unholy Heat now. I don't think you need it necessarily to do that. Gotta pass here, I don't play Channeler. I can't afford to play Channeler into Ren 6. So no mulligan for threat. No. I mean, that's just my strategy though. I'm not a person that mulligans deep. I mostly keep 7. My mantra is if you mulligan, you're less likely to win. Very risky to go Channeler, but I think I can afford the risk. I could have graveyarded this Expressive Iteration and cast a turn 2 Regent. I haven't even thought about it. The opponent had double discard spell, so I was able to go turn 3 Regent. That's a mistake. I made a mistake here. I should have graveyarded this iteration and go turn 3 Regent. I didn't keep the graveyard in check. I'll play iteration. Looking for lands here. I'm digging deep to find a land. I found it. I think I want to have the 4th land. Hand, bottom, exile. Play this. Attack for 3. We play only 18 lands because we don't want to draw them in the late game, not because we don't want to curve out 1 to 4 lands. Opponent will probably find a way to deal with my graveyard, which isn't a good news. Since I have 2 Regents in my hand, this is why I got the 5th land, because I can easily see myself hard casting this Regent for like 5 mana. Hello, Win MTG. I say that thing? I don't think I say that thing. I think I say that I prefer the version with Blood Moon. But I wouldn't say I don't like. I say that isn't good without Blood Moon. I don't think. I think both decks are excellent. And I just prefer Blood Moon. Black and Blood Moon here. Okay, so they got Relic, as we expected. And they crack it immediately. I guess they want to draw a card. Reasonable. I think that both versions are very good. I think I'm going to kill this Construct token. I get my Surveil in, and I might just draw Fetch and cast Murktide Regent next turn. Oh, consider. Yeah, this is nice. Thoughtseize, okay. My hand is very redundant. They take one Merc, so Merc down. Now I draw Consider. I play it. See what I hit. Probably just binning everything. Definitely a land. I guess I'm not binning Blood Moon. Yeah, I'm gonna put this in the graveyard as well. I have 5 cards there. I'm just playing Murktide Regent. Grossedu. Thank you so much for all the support, chat. I appreciate it a lot. Thank you. Grossedu. 3 months, you got yourself an espresso badge. Alright. We are 4-0. 4-0, chat. Let's go. Let me post on Twitter using a screenshot photo. Step closer to beating Spike. No, that's not gonna happen. That's not going to happen. Oro hype trophy, let's go. Okay. No light in Italy today. No, they turn it off. Today, no lights. Alright. No light, no heating, no internet. But thankfully, the big brain is still here. They can't take the big brain out. Alright. Do you have any thoughts on Tribute to Orobi? I will read all the cards afterward, yes. Win MTG, thank you. Oh no, you already read that message. Okay, reasons opponent doesn't lures. Get Wasteland Stringer and Grist. Wasteland Stringer and Grist. Okay. Grist is a good card. Also Endurance is a good card. Okay, chat. We're one match away from the trophy. Archmage Charm. Archmage Charm. Archmage Charm. If we trophy this, it's gonna be clear that this is the superior list and you have to burn your Blood Moon. No, I'm joking. Alberto, actually last night with with my friend Gira, he read all the he was so excited to read all the spoilers, like all the super long cards. He was just reading them out loud, you know. He was so excited. I guess that's just most people. Most people are just excited to read new cards. Right. My problem with new cards is that I also excited to read new cards. But after a bit, I lose that excitement. If the card is too long, I lose the excitement. That's my problem. Speaking of the excitement, I'm excited to trophy this. 49 weeklies. Oh, this is good. This is good. Thank you so much for the support. Anyone wants to play Magic against me, or you're all afraid of my deck? I think they're afraid of my deck. It's pretty official now. Will I play Pauper on stream? I've tried once to play Pauper. I stayed in the queue for 6 minutes. No one played against me, and I quit. I think that's the problem with Magic Online. It's so expensive that everyone watches because they want to play, but no one actually plays. You would Tix win your trophy. Of course. Magic Online is the first ever cryptocurrency game. You get instant matches? Okay. You are on the North American server. I'm on Italian servers. Less people playing here. If you think about how vast is the world and how many people play Modern, how crazy is that I have to wait 5 minutes to find an opponent that in the world right now wants to play Modern with me? Like, the world is so big. There's like over 8 billion people. And I've heard that there's 40 million Magic players in the world. 40 million. I'm only looking for one in the whole world to play Magic with me at this time. Together. To have an opportunity to share this great game. You know, it never wastes this long. Yeah, I think that I stream and play in a time zone where literally everyone sleeps. Alright, we find an Italian opponent. Very excited. In my Italian server, we got an Italian opponent. Alright, let's go. There's this tower past the turn. Okay. My blood moons are chilling in the side. Okay, let's go. Bauble. Target, me. See, Counterspell. Actually, I like that. I like Counterspell. I'm gonna play Polluted Delta. Draw a card. You have Nutty-tron? Don't Nutty-tron me. Okay, I like Counterspell. Let's go. Draw. Okay. Don't Nutty-tron me. Oh, Bazooka Bong. Okay. Maybe that's Eldrazi-tron. Okay, I got a full house. There's no more space, the house is full. No Blood Moon, yeah. No Blood Moon, unfortunately. The Stone of the Oblivion. Am I letting this resolve? Probably not. Alright, they don't have a land. Ooh, Expressive Iteration. Like it. Okay. Gonna go hand, bottom, exile. Then I play Scalding Tarn and pass the turn. Pretty bad Expressive Iteration. Dramatic Spear. I think I'll counter this too. I'll play Consider. Creatures. Consider. I'll keep creatures. E che cazzo. I'll pass. Livingstone. Think. Okay, let me go Consider first. Murktide Regent. Put in the graveyard. No. I think I'll go Counterspell again. Channeler has Murktide Regent. Don't have Delirium. Wow. And a pass. Oh, Expedition Maps. Opponent gets to Tron me now. Should have let the Oblivion Stone resolve. Go power play and have 2 colorless mana now. Even Consider on top. It's the same effect. No, you see one more card if you cast a new Consider. Alright, I'm gonna Unholy Heat my Murktide Regent. Counterspell. Okay. I'm gonna Unholy Heat my Murktide Regent. And attack for 9. Now I play Counterspell, and if I get Delirium, I win the game. It's gonna be 9 plus 11 damage. Eight mana, Ugin. Alright, if I hit Delirium here, I win the game. I don't. Do I want to draw this? No. Alright, I need to hit Delirium. Come on. Oh, this is nice. Lots of more options during Delirium. Oh, come on, Delirium. Yes. Delirium, and it's game over. All right, that was close actually, because if Tron they untap, they probably win. So okay, time to once again bring in our Blood Moons as well as Spell Pierce. Taking out this 6. What else do I want to have? Dispute is not terrible, but not great. I wish I had Force of Negation in this matchup. Fury looks not good. Charm is to be better than Dispute. Problem is that Charm is really bad with Blood Moon. Charms are great. I guess you're like, yeah, if you don't draw Blood Moon, at least you have Charms. Okay, sure, let's go. It's like, it's a non-bow, but I mean, I don't have any other options in the side. Okay, I'm keeping this hand. They mulligan to 6. Let's start with a star. Okay, that's a good draw. I'm gonna dig 2 cards deeper to find a land here. I see a Force of Vigor on top of their deck. Okay. I like better G-Tron. So let's grind off the 4. Draw. Nice land. Thank you. Thank you, Magic Online Client. I'm gonna go Channeler, Consider, and it's already Delirious. Regent in the grave. Flooded Strand on top of my deck. Graveyard? No. They go Tower. And they go Sylvan's Grind. They have Force of Vigor in hand. My hope is that they don't have another green card. I'm gonna play Blood Moon here. They have Tron here with the Mine. Or by attacking for 6, they go to 11. And then I'm just gonna go ahead and I can also just pass the turn with Archmage Charm up instead. Because of the Force of Vigor knowledge that I know this is in their hand. Let's see what does chat say. Okay, most of the chat saying to sit behind the Archmage's Charm. Interesting. Okay, let's try that. If it doesn't work, I can just blame chat. I'm in a win-win situation. 5 mana, 6 mana, Conduct of Ruin. Alright, chat, I'm gonna blame you now. 8 mana up and my opponent played Conduct of Ruin. It's your fault. They got Sunder and Titan. The first creature you spell you cast it turns to less. Chat, you literally made me burn 3 mana this turn. Do you know that? How does that make you feel knowing that you made me burn the 3 mana this turn? Okay, Conduct of Ruin. Oh, look, I cast. First spell you cast each. I draw 2 cards. Ragavan. I don't want it. Mishra's Bauble. I think I want it. Upkeep. I want to play Unholy Heat in Upkeep. I think so. Attack. They have 5 life. 4 cards in hand, 2 of which are Force of Vigor and Sunder and Titan. I think I'm gonna play Blood Moon, chat. Alright, let me bubble you first. I see another Sunder and Titan. Oh, this puts it on top? I didn't know. Alright, I'm gonna play Blood Moon. I'm not gonna listen to my chat anymore. You can do whatever you want. Let me play my Blood Moon. Alright, that's at GG, chat. They said GG. It was a nice... It was a nice attempt to chat to sabotage me. Not making me play Blood Moon last turn. That's it. That's a trophy. Woo woo woo! Woo woo! They said GG. And Mango wins. Mango wins. Don't whoop my ear. Sorry, your ears. Sorry for your ears. What happened? When you get a trophy? Now! It's on the screen! Look at it! Calico, thank you for the sub. You just enter with the max volume? That's your fault. It's not my fault. Max volume doesn't exist. Yeah. Alright. Look at this perfect score, by the way. Just check it out. Isn't this like a perfect score? Huh? Alright, we need to work paint. We need to do our painting work now. Alright. Time to watch Mango art. Mango art's attack. Mango art attack incoming. This is the official way to report a win. I guess in theory this one should go after. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna open a new paint. Well, lose it's not perfect. It was the mirror though. Basically perfect. Look, this is the deck list. I usually like to put the Ragavan on their own row here. I think the Ragavan deserves its own row. Yeah. Please don't look paint.net. I use paint.net all the time to make my thumbnail on YouTube. If you see the thumbnail on YouTube, they're homemade by Mango. Actually, everything you ever see on my channel or my content, it's homemade by Mango. I'm a paint.net expert now. Alright. Let's do this. Go here. Okay, so what did we play against? I have no recollection of anything. Alright, let's go backwards. We played against Green Tron. We played against Boomer Jund. We played against Polluted Fury Tide. And now I don't have any memory. Oh, this was Goblins. What was the second round? Yeah, I agree, that's Shadow. It fits so perfectly. Yeah, it doesn't it? Alright, this is hammer time. Okay. Now we have to go on the other paint. Maybe this is not very elegant, but it works. And screenshot from paint. Then I have to go here. Unfortunately, there's not enough space. So I have to like make it smaller to fit here, I think. It's still alright. I think it's still a very good I think it's still a very good screenshot, chat. Huh? Don't you say? I think it's an excellent one. I'm gonna save this in the downloads. As JPEG, I've heard. You don't have to say as PNG. Yeah. I can make an NFT out of this. I think people would buy it. Anyone wants to buy a mango paint of a 5-0 trophy? I will personally deliver to you. You can pay me in any currency, even magical antiques. Actually, that's not how it works, right? NFT is only the other currency. Never mind then. I don't have it. Alright, chat. We achieved our trophy.